See if that makes a button. Look,
Yep, there it is.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Yeah.
Yeah, so it is the first Tuesday in the new year.
January 2nd.
Yeah.
And it's the only one, and we'll be together on it. That's cool.
I know. That's so special.
So our time is a little tight. We got people who are doing stuff today.
Yeah.
What do you got going on, Miss Teo?
Oh, it's sale day at the store, so we got early hours.
Oh.
So I'm running off to the store.
Okay, it's a nice place to run to.
Yeah.
Fun.
What are you ladies up to?
Who's going first? Paper, rock, scissors.
What are we up to?
You go first.
Oh my gosh. Well, right before I hopped on this call, I was thinking about, I had this wonderful point of view in my head that man, I'm not creating enough.
Wow. Holy shit.
That's a really interesting point of view.
Or we opened, the studio's been on holidays since the 23rd, and we open on Thursday. And so technically there's usually a lot of things I have done and figured out and created by now for our opening, our return in on Thursday, which is in 2 sleeps. And haven't really done those. Haven't done those. So there was a little judgment this morning about, I got a lot of shit I got to do today because we open in 2 sleeps. Okay, let's do it. And then I, let that go and went, oh, funny. I'm judging myself. Isn't that funny? And so today I'm going to create some shit. Whatever happens. Whatever I get created will get created. Will attempt to follow the lightness of what feels fun to create. And so I'm going to create. There's some conversations I need to have. I need to get some, Gary Douglas will say elephant balls. I need to get some elephant balls, or really engorged female ovaries. I have no idea, but
And so what happens with elephant balls?
I don't know.
Is that like courage, strength?
Have your chutzpah. Have your
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Have your own back and get the shit done that needs to get done, and have those conversations that you're avoiding because you want everyone to like you. Fuck that shit. So yeah, I'm gonna just step into my potency today and create some things and I think have a conversation.
And it probably won't show up like you think it's going to show up anyway.
I know. Thank you for you. Thank you. Yes. I wonder how I can be pleasantly surprised. Yeah. It'd be interesting to see what you girls did on New Year's and where we're at. So what's going down, Miss Tanja?
Well, the kids are still home from school, so today is going to be a day in PA, a city day for us, and that's very exciting for the kids because I never take them to town. So it's Christmas all over for them. So other than that, New Year's for us was, I thought it was going to be really quiet, and then it was busier than I thought it was going to be, and Stefan and I each took a team of 8 dogs out of our own dogs for a training run. It was our first run on the sled on our side of the trails. So I was really nervous at first, and I was like, I do this every year, and my stomach's churning, and I'm just like, why do I do this? Like, who am I being? And so I did a lot of the questions and clearings, and it's so funny because I always ask for a lot of ease because there's a few places on our trail that I was a little unsure and are a bit bumpy and could wipe out at if you choose to. And so it's just so funny because I just do a lot of questions, and of course it was totally easy and you do the worry thing beforehand and it's just kind of a waste of energy, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, that's just a point of view. So yeah, it was really fun, and it was a fast run, and the dogs had fun because we were on the sled and they weren't pulling the quad, and it was exciting for them. So yeah, so that was fun. And then we came home and got everything organized, and then we went to friends' house who have daughters same age as mine, and so the kids of course were really excited because we went there, and we dropped the kids off, and then we did a quick zip into, well, there's a park north of Prince Albert called Little Red, and we just were looking at the possibilities for the Canadian Challenge race that we're organizing. That starts February 19th, and we're starting to get a little, kind of like you're thinking, not that I'm not creating enough, and like, yeah, totally got that there. Mm-hmm. And so anyway, we're looking at other possibilities, right? Usually we start Central Avenue in Prince Albert, and so anyway, we're looking at other possibilities, and so that was, got lots of good information there. And then I had supper at this friend's place with the kids and everything, and then we had to leave at about 9:30, I think, to drive up to Elkridge because Stefan always shoots off the fireworks there. And so, and my younger one was determined to go tobogganing on the toboggan hill, even though it was minus 27 and probably minus 47, as you go down the hill. But she's like, come on, you wimps, we gotta go. Like, it's gonna be way more fun. And so anyway, we did go, and it was just my daughters and I that, well, actually, I didn't even toboggan. I just walked up and down the hill, but they took the tubes out, and we almost missed the fireworks because we were tobogganing. And anyway, did that. And then at midnight, we're driving home. So we're like, woohoo, Happy New Year, and went to bed.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like your sense of adventure of tobogganing, no matter how cold it is.
Yes. Yeah. And really, it wasn't that bad. It's really about just dressing in your layers, right?
Yeah.
So,
and you're having so much fun you don't even realize,
exactly.
It's when you stop moving or stop getting into that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it was also really interesting because there was a larger group of people that were on the toboggan hill, older but younger than me. And just watching how they were all trying to hit the jump. And so it was just really funny watching people's choices. And then I was like, yeah, I wouldn't choose that because I know what could happen. And so, but I tend to be a little less adventurous when it comes to those kinds of things. But they did hit the bump, and it didn't look pretty. But they walked back up, so they were good. But yeah, yes, they were. Yeah. But it's just interesting how we make different choices. Choice creates awareness. So yeah, that was fun. How about you guys?
Well, I had a little visitor the other day.
We made a spontaneous road trip to I was going to say to Edmonton. You don't live in Edmonton. Moose Jaw.
Fun.
It's so, we talk about the tools. All of our tools are really diverse and different, and how easy they are, and yet how hard we make stuff, which is just ridiculous. Yeah. Like, should I go see her? I don't know. Should I go? I have a lot of stuff to do. Well, I'll do all my stuff today, and then I'll go tomorrow. Fuck, just go. Just go. Oh, God. Anyway, so I left late on Saturday and arrived like 7-ish or 7:30, 8 o'clock maybe. And there was this beautiful group of people having a beautiful fondue party with the beautiful Theodora Vandenheuvel.
Nice.
And it was exactly what my body needed. It's amazing how it cleared my head. I got to talk to the Wizard of Wonderful. That could be your code name, Teo.
Oh.
Of Wonderful. And even my mom told me, she's like, I was telling, because she takes care of my dog. I mean, part of it is I would like to actualize my own jet so that I can bring my dog with me everywhere I go and just keep it running, keep it warm, and experience the whole great planet and my life without having to leave my job anymore. So I would like that to show up with total ease. So until the jet shows up, my mom and dad took care of my dog. And when I dropped my dog off, my mom even said, "Oh, that's good. You'll have time to talk to Teo."
Aww.
Like the Wizard of Wonderful.
Your mom is so sweet.
And we did. We had this beautiful, we danced our night up. I was on fire, man.
She really was.
I flirted. I was sober. I was not sober. But I was totally conscious of what I was doing. And it was so much fucking fun. Like I kind of lap dance with people. I put I straddled a bar table and stuck my leg in the air. Flirted with the Hungarian. Like, it was hilarious. And so much fun. and came back New Year's Eve day. And I did very little because I danced my pants off. So
yeah.
I don't know if you were tired, Teo, but
I was exhausted. I needed a little like downtime, couple hours, just like on the couch before I was able to.
Yeah. I listened to a couple calls. I listened to the money workbook with Crystal on the way home, and then I kept listening to it, and she did the whole thing, and I was kind of in a coma on the floor listening to it. And that was good. And then it was here. What was very interesting for me was actual New Year's. I chose something I've never chosen before, which was nothing.
Lovely.
It was very interesting. And there was a little bit of judgment for me of like, fuck, it's New Year's. Like, Christine, take advantage of the cosmic shifting on the planet. Like, there was this thing of, where's your escargot and your champagne and your wine and your sexy cheese? Like, I usually I'm usually at home by myself, but I'll have a fire, and I didn't do the usual. I didn't do the escargot. I did nothing. I lit a fire. Bulan was by my side. I had maybe half a bottle of wine. And like no journaling, like nothing. There was nothing like, what do I want to create, generate, receive, and actualize, in 2018, and I'm not a resolution girl. Mm-hmm. However, I value the setting of, my intention and my target. Like, what's my target for this year? What if I am my greatest gift, and how do I unleash that? Like, I usually do a lot of stuff, but I didn't do any of that. And that was okay. Like, it was totally good. I didn't freak out on myself. I wasn't, and other people were posting all this, like, even like people with the don't do resolutions also. Like, a lot of people that I follow on Facebook and stuff were the same of like, oh yay, I don't do resolutions. Let's just celebrate life, blah, blah, like all of that. But I didn't post shit, and I didn't get tweaked out about any of that. And that was interesting. It was I just kind of surprised myself. I was, oh my God, that's so interesting. I am choosing something I've never chosen, which is nothing. Like, it was very cool, very surprising.
Awesome.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Miss Teo, you had a bath?
Sometimes nice to choose things that we don't normally choose. What's that? I had a bath.
Did you have a little ritual ceremony? Something?
I did. First off, hi Kelly. Happy New Year. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, Kelly's here. Thank you.
Yeah, you left, and I made myself a nice roasted carrot soup, and poured myself a glass of wine, and I went through my gratitude box for the year, which was just, it was so awesome. It just filled me with so much gratitude for what I actually did this year. And there were things in there that I was like, I totally forgot doing, or I still don't remember doing some of the things. And I'm like, this just acknowledging the places that I went and the things that I did and the accomplishments. And yeah, it's just a nice reminder, because sometimes we have that judgment or that, just that train of thought, I'm not creating enough, I'm not doing enough, or life, I need something more, I need to do more. Well, I mean, that's always nice to have that momentum, but I think that gratitude for what you've actually done is pretty significant too. So yeah, that was a very special thing for me. And I do realize that I need a bigger gratitude box for this year. So
beautiful.
Yeah. And then I had another girlfriend come over the holidays. It was a very social last 2 weeks. It's been fantastic. But I went into our crystal shop, Essential Elements, and I'm not normally drawn to cards, but I ended up buying this Wisdom of the Oracle. And it really grabbed my attention because it just feels like Alice in Wonderland, just very fun. So I bought this, and I've been picking cards, and they're just like blowing my mind. So I had picked one for New Year's, and I thought about doing like the whole spread of like the upcoming year. Yeah. And I thought, no, I can't do that right now because I'm still in 2017 and I need to just be in this moment and savor this rather than so I saved that for New Year's Day. So New Year's Eve, I ended up going out and having a drink with Derek and Blair, and they didn't want me to be home alone by myself on New Year's, which was really sweet. I really appreciated that, but I did end up leaving, and they passed out like half an hour later. And I went home and just poured myself another glass of wine and reflected, and I actually spent New Year's in bed and just had like a little moment. And then yesterday, it was a really nice day. I moved back into my own apartment, so I'm back home, which is an interesting transition. A lot of water stuff happened yesterday here. I had no hot water. It was like that pipe was frozen, and then I was doing laundry, and we had a pipe burst in the basement. We had water just like spraying everywhere. It was really
water is emotional element. That's interesting.
Yeah, and cleansing. It was really interesting. So they told me that it would be a few hours before we had water back on. So I'm like, that's fine. I'm just going to go back to the house that I was sitting at. And Carrie came over, and we poured a glass of wine, and we chatted for 4 hours, and we picked cards, and we journaled. And so I'm shuffling my cards, thinking about this upcoming year, and like 7 cards just like flew out, and it was just, amazing. So then last night, when I came back here and just tuned into the moon, I spread my cards out in front of my windowsill to catch the moon. I connected with a couple different crystals that were like significant for specific cards, and just, I felt very charged and grounded. And and then this morning you wake up and the moon is like out my window, like my head is facing the moon, and I just feel it just like coming in through me. It was really cool morning, really cool last few days. So and we had a lot of fun, Christine. I'm so glad that you came to shake your booty here in Moose Jaw. We have a lot of fun here. We know how to have a good time.
People like that I was shaking my booty. I did too.
Yeah.
So I'm just adding when on I know you're putting your boots on, so you're about to walk out the door. On January 1st, because Kelly's on the call here.
Yeah.
We had a soul collage. I did my soul collage workshop, and Kelly came, and it was absolutely perfect. And it was really cool because I took the soul collage modality and method and added all of these other questions that came from Access Consciousness. It was amazing. Like for me, I don't know, Kelly, like I know you're on the call, but for me, it was good for me. Was it good for you? It was so cool. It was so cool to have these tools and to add it into the soul coaching method. It's like I have a whole new thing that's never existed before. It was very cool. Way new questions. And then the cool thing for me, and I'm just typing it in here. So this was a question I asked Kelly in the event. If the past was not relevant, I'm just going to write it down. Relevant or significant, what is it? What can you choose to create for your 2018? If the past was not relevant or significant, what is it you truly desire your life to be like.
That's so powerful. Wow. That has a lot of.
Yeah, and for your life to move forward. So I'm just adding that in the feed there. So if the past was not relevant or significant, what could you choose to create for your 2018? If your past was not relevant or significant, what is it that you truly desire your life to be like, and for your life to move forward, and how you'd like your life to move forward? So that was so cool. And we did our collage, and then I did one yesterday afterwards, late. Like I just glue sticked a bunch of stuff. It's huge, Kelly. I'm going to show you. It's enormous. And then like to destroy and uncreate what you just created, to not make anything you've just created significant. And I know I've thought about this with my business and the expansion of the studio and all of that, but to have this soul collage and this like projective technique of my desires and dreams and following the lightness, like every single image that we pulled was all about the lightness. Is this light? Is this fun? Is this light? Is this fun? Not at all about the judgment. Like a vision board is like, what do I not have? What am I lacking? And how do I like then repeat the lack energy and stick that on a wall going, fuck, I can't do that. I don't have that. Like, it's just a whole new mindscape for me. And so to have this tool, and then to say, when you're pulling these images, it's all based on the fun and the joy and the lightness and following the energy of it, rather than who you want, like what you want or need, or that lack energy. And then at the end, we looked at everything we wanted to create, and we destroyed and uncreated all of the points of view we have about why that is significant. You know? So that was very cool. Like, what if it doesn't matter, actually, everything on this board?
Yeah.
And yet, what if you've just unleashed the potency that you truly be? Now, what are you going to choose? Holy shit. Like, so that was so exciting. It was so exciting. And I'm just, I'm going to cry, but like Kelly blows my mind. Like, she's an incredible creature of magnitude. And it inspires me so much to see people choosing to create their life with choice, like really choosing, and not just like Monopoly. What are the chance cards? Is that a chance? What's that? I think it's called chance.
It is.
It's like, I don't want a chance card. I want a choice card. Like, that's different. And so it's just, it was just Kelly and I. No one else signed up. And in another reality for me, I probably would have canceled it, because it's like, oh, there's not enough people. But I'm like, fuck, this is awesome. It's just us. OM fucking G. It was so good. So I learned so much, and it felt really fun. I'd love to show you guys my collage. Do you have 30 seconds? Can I show you?
I have 30 seconds and then I need to fly.
Okay. It's really big. It's the biggest one I've ever done so far.
It's not really surprising.
This is the top. And I'm just going to keep going. And I'll tell you all about it later. This is the top. It keeps going. It keeps going.
You're happy on.
I don't know if I can.
So big, it paused my computer. There we go.
Yeah.
Keep going.
That's so beautiful.
It keeps going. There.
Look how vibrant that green is. Yellow, whatever that is.
It's three whole things, 3 whole bulletin things. So yeah, so for me, it was, what surprised me was often for me when I do soul collages for the year, I do them every year, it ends up being like what I would like to create. And like there's a bit more tangible things. This whole thing is me just being. It's an interesting thing. It is all these images of potent and powerful and creative and like, yeah, it's really interesting. And so it's just this, it's sort of like this collage of, I am the gift for 2018. Yeah. And like unleash that. So what the fuck am I going to choose now? I don't know. But all of the images of that creature that I be is really fabulous. Yeah. So I'm excited. It's huge.
You're so magnificent, Christine.
Anyway, and I can't wait for us to play together. I know you guys have things to do. You got to go shopping with your girls, and you got to help people buy good things for their bodies. So just an invite for people on Monday, January 15th. I believe the three of us will be physically in the same space in Swift Current.
Woo!
And the Joy Jam will be at the Kiva studio, and we will be offering some pretty yummy things for people. We haven't even figured that shit out together, but it's happening.
Yeah,
and so all three of us do amazing individual sessions, and we may just create some fun little thing all together. So we're going to play with that so people you're going to hear more about it. And if anyone listening to this, oh, Kelly, yeah, you want me to bring my collage to Be Real retreat? I will. I need a limo to take it. So
bring your jet.
I'll bring my jet, babe. Awesome idea, Kelly. So yes, on the 15th, that Monday, we will be doing some stuff together and individually offering awesome woo-woo sessions for people. So keep your eyes on that. And I'll post some links in here about the Be Real retreat. And if either of you have any events coming up, send me the link, Teo and Tanja, and I can add that into the little feed of awesomeness for the entire planet. And I could be, lying right now, but Theodora might be offering some really amazing welcome words of wonderful for you, and maybe some individual sessions online. I'm not sure, but that is the rumor that I'm starting.
Oh,
yeah.
Awesome.
I have to go.
Okay, go now. Love you guys. Enjoy the second day of January ever.
Yeah.
Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
See you, Kelly. Bye, you guys.
Bye.